Hello and welcome to the Mompreneur HQ, where we are hosting our weekly live show, Mom Live, every Wednesday at 2 p.m. And we're so glad to have you here. If you're like most of us, you are already getting ready for Christmas. So today at Christmas, New Year, and the rest of the holiday time. And so today we're talking about holiday prepping and traditions. So if you're here with me live, go ahead and put hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. And just wanted to say hello again. I am Rasheeda Green. I am the um, CEO and founder of Mompreneur HQ. And at the HQ, we help moms to start, grow, and scale home based virtual businesses so that they can build the life of their dreams without neglecting themselves or their families in the process. We do that through coaching opportunities, through the content that we share, and through this community. So we want everyone who's a part of this community to make sure that you are commenting, that you are asking questions and sharing responses so that people are able to get to know you and you can get to know other people and we can get to know you. Because if you're commenting or sharing feedback or information based on your level of expertise, then someone who may be looking for that level of expertise will find you. So it's a great opportunity to be able to just share what you know with people who you can get to know so that we can become this great big family of women, mom entrepreneurs who help and support one another. All right. So, holiday prepping and traditions. As you well know, um, September, the end of September, September is, going back to school, August for some, kind of like starts the ball rolling for fourth quarter. So there's all this hustle and bustle, kids going back to school. And as soon as they get back to school and get into a ritual routine, guess what? There comes Halloween. Halloween comes and you have all this candy and decorations and costumes and all this excitement over this holiday. And just when you're thinking you're done with all the holiday activities, mm-mm, then we have Thanksgiving. But as a business owner, we know that Thanksgiving is not just Thanksgiving. Then we're talking about Black Friday sales, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, Giving Tuesday, and before we know it, we're looking at Christmas. Christmas is a big holiday here, and I think the kids get the most fun out of it. But as adults, we don't mind indulging in Christmas ourselves, not just as gift givers, but also as gift receivers. And just to be able to recognize, the celebration in itself, Christmas is how the word is spelled. It is Christ Mass. So, for me, that is how I celebrate Christmas. And it's not always about giving gifts. Now, let me just share. My husband is of the mindset that, and I too, Jesus is the reason for the season, but the gifts were given to Christ. Everybody else did not get gifts. So he's of the mindset, I celebrate people on their birthdays. That's how I recognize and love on them. Christmas is not the time that I'm buying gifts. And I'm like, dude, I mean, everybody loves Christmas, right? So Christmas, although we are not of the same mind there, we are of the same pocket, right? So ultimately, we give Christmas gifts in our family because we just love the kids and everybody else just being able to unopen, unwrap, their gifts and just see the smiles on their face and the pleasant surprises. So, we give gifts on Christmas, but we do recognize that it's not about the gifts. It's not about a snowman. It's not about Rudolph the reindeer, but it is for us a celebration of Christ. And that is not to negate others in their beliefs and their practices. This is me. Right. So we love to get ready for Christmas. However, we still don't get into all the decorations and the stuff on the yard and the lights on the trees. we don't really get into all of that because there is a balance to what we believe and practice. So, but it's still a good time for us. We like to travel, see the family. And I was supposed to be on my 2-week vacation for the end of the year, and my flight got canceled. But it is what it is. We are home and we're able to celebrate and share with our kids some experiences that they may not have gotten to a chance to experience if we were away. So we have some plans, and we already started Monday. We did something with them. Tuesday, we did something with them. Today, we actually have service on tonight, so we'll do that. But Thursday and Friday, we have a big pre-Christmas gift in store for them. So it's going to be just fun, just fun, and I love it. But just talking about holiday prepping, as business owners, we're doing this holiday prepping, we're getting all these things together. But for some, it can be overwhelming. So if you participated in all of the rush of Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, and now you're doing your Christmas promotional sales and your New Year, end of the year promotional sales, it can be a little overwhelming. So I just want to just remind you to woosah, to exhale, and to take it all in. And even if it seems like it's a lot, just don't say that it's a lot, because what you say is a man can manifest into these big turning mole hills into mountains, right? Because if we constantly saying, oh, it's too much, I'm too busy, I'm too busy, then your brain is going to tell you that it's too much and you're too busy and that you're overwhelmed and you can't handle it. But the body is an interesting creature. You very well can handle a lot more than what you think you can. The thing is, you have to think that you can. Okay, so don't let yourself get overwhelmed by all the activity that's going on at the end of the year. So holiday traditions vary from country to country, from faith to faith, and family to family, right? But some holiday traditions are very much universal and practiced all over the world. And there are holiday traditions that we celebrate for Independence Day that may be different in the US versus another nation. Christmas, then we have Hanukkah, Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, Easter, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. And need I say that there are more? There are plenty of more holidays that people celebrate all over the world. And everyone loves the holiday season. It just brings about a spirit of excitement and newness. And it is a chance to spend time with family and friends and just have a break away from your regular mundane activities. So the Christmas holiday is generally a time for decorating the house and filling it with the smells of um, pie and what else? The smells of candles, of fresh evergreen trees, and pine and um, snow. Yes, there are snow candles. I mean, they smell like snow. I mean, if you know what snow smells like. Do you know what snow smells like? Because it's very interesting that there is some snow candles, and I am almost positive that Bath and Body Works has a snow scented um, hand wash. I'm almost positive. But yes, when you smell these things in the air, you just feel like, oh, this is Christmas. Young children get excited, they get hyped up, they get ready to go. They're like, yes, this is it. Christmas time. The countdown begins, whether it's the countdown on the wall, the countdown on the calendar, whether it's a specific um ornament that you use to celebrate Hanukkah or Christmas. uh the countdown just begins, and the anticipation of Christmas just really gets everyone so excited. But preparations can be hard work for those who are in charge. So that be the parents or whoever's hosting Christmas this year, because sometimes families host Christmas, right? So it can be very draining and overwhelming, but still all worthwhile when you see those smiles on those faces on Christmas Day, right? So, one of the key things would be to plan in advance. All right. So, if you're just joining us, please put in hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. we are talking about holiday prepping and traditions. And so when we plan in advance, we have a less stress. Not saying that we won't have any stress, because there's still stress that comes along for no good reason sometimes. And we just need to be prepared to take that. But help yourself out by not waiting to the last minute, because then there becomes this big rush, angst, anxiety. And then sometimes you may just get a little jumpy, you get a little grumpy, because now if somebody asks you a question, you like, you snap, because you had so much on you at the last minute. So to enjoy a stress-free Christmas holiday, shopping for gifts at the last minute is a surefire way to raise your blood pressure. So hopefully you've done most of your shopping. You're not mad at the mailman every day he comes and the mail delivery doesn't make it because it said it was supposed to get here on Monday. Today is Wednesday. It's not here yet. Please, if you want to avoid to stress for 2022's Christmas, make sure that you plan in advance. Another way that people have been doing to prepare is to make sure that they they order online their gifts and presents online in advance. So they get to you in advance, and then you have time to wrap it and all the good fancy stuff and not wait till the last minute. The only last minute shopping that you want to really do is when it comes to the perishable food items. You don't want to be in November stocking up on the rolls, unless you're talking about well, you could potentially put the rolls in the refrigerator, in the freezer. Ugh, but why not wait until they're closer? Unless you're the type of person who actually makes your rolls fresh, then you know that you're not going to be getting it in November. You don't need no advance time to do it. But yes, try to make sure that you're planning out your menu, your gifts, and everything like that in advance to avoid last minute crunch. The only things you should be worrying about at the last minute are things that can only be done at the minute, right? The cook should leave other family members to do the dishwashing afterwards. So share the love. If you have Big Mama in the kitchen making all the food, the least you could do is offer your help in the kitchen to clean up. Now, some Big Mamas in full fashion will be like, don't touch my kitchen. You don't know how to clean my pots right. You leaving stuff all in the plates, right? That's a Big Mama. But for the most part, having someone to actually wash the dishes when all they have to do is cook, that would be great. Someone to can volunteer to clean up the to lay the table, to set the seating arrangement up. Do something if you're not the one that's cooking, that's going to help others not be so stressed out at the last minute. Even when it comes to decorating, even if you say, I'm just going to go to the 99-cent store and pick up a tablecloth, do that in advance, because the 99-cent store can still get jam-packed if you wait to the last minute. All right. Most people like traditional way of doing things, and includes decorating the tree on Christmas Eve. That's one tradition that some people have, that they decorate the tree Christmas Eve. Some people have gotten it so where they decorate the tree on Black Friday. So the tree goes up right after Thanksgiving, and Black Friday, that weekend after Thanksgiving, they spend putting up the tree, decorating the tree, and switching the flip on those lights. And that's what some people do as part of their tradition. Some do the Christmas Eve decorations and the cocoa and the cookies, and some people do it as early as the day after Thanksgiving. It's your family tradition. You do it as you feel best in doing it. Some people go to Christmas carols on Christmas Eve, or plan a family Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve, or Christmas Eve dinner, or a Christmas dinner where everyone gets together after opening their gifts. Some people say some people open up their gifts, and then they have this awesome breakfast, Christmas breakfast. I mean, it is a brunch. It is totally up to you in how you prepare, or and how you celebrate the traditions of your family. If you don't have a tradition that you use during Christmas, why not start one? what would be something that you would do to start a family tradition during Christmas time? Go ahead and put that in the comments. Your new Christmas tradition that you want to start. What is it? Okay, while you're thinking about that, um, deciding what to buy children can be difficult. Some people, I know, one of the traditions used to be you write out your Christmas list. Have the kids write out their Christmas list, and then you go down, we'll see what you're gonna get, what you're not gonna get, and then you just start buying that in, up until Christmas, where you buy the items, wrap the items, and put them under the tree. Some people say, well, I'm going to use Elfster or some other online app where people can put in their request and then share that link with others. And that way they'll know, oh, this is something that she wants or he wants for Christmas. I believe Amazon has a wish list as well. And Amazon being the conglomerate that it is, if you have an Amazon wish list, you just send the link to your friends and family, and they can actually buy those things off of your wish list where there's not going to be any duplication of gifts, because once they take it off, you buy it off your wish list, it comes off your list. And so that's also another way that you can find out what people want for Christmas and make sure that you're getting gifts that they want, because who wants the ugly Christmas socks? Or who wants the toy that someone didn't notice was actually a dog toy, not a rattle? Yeah, we got to be thoughtful in this gift giving thing. We got to be thoughtful, because what we say all the time is the thought that count. Um, and so it's not necessarily about monetary. So we don't want you going out here blowing your whole budget on gifts and decorations, because that's not the spirit of Christmas. The spirit of Christmas is giving and in life. So enjoy your family, enjoy those who you are with, enjoy gift giving. And if you don't get a gift, don't be sour about it. Don't be the Grinch who stole Christmas either, because somebody gets something you don't want them to have and you're just going to take it, or you're just going to be mad about it. Don't do that either. Just celebrate the time and be grateful for what you do have, because no one is entitled to a Christmas gift. No one is responsible for giving you something on Christmas. That's why it's the thought that counts, that someone actually thinks of you enough to buy you something. But if you don't get anything, you still have the gift of life, right? I was about to put an amen right there, but that's not what we're doing today. We are still talking about holiday prepping and traditions. So things that people do during the holiday season, and how as business owners we get to enjoy those things as well. But we do have two sides. We're enjoying the Christmas time with our family and the holidays with our family, but then we're also business owners who are looking at year-end review and looking at year-end sales and looking at how we can reach our financial goal or our business goal by the 31st of this month, how we can gather up our business documents to make sure that they're ready for tax season. There's a lot going on in our heads as business owners. So we want to make sure that we're not overwhelming ourselves with trying to do everything. But yes, if we have traditions, we want to try to keep those traditions. That's why we work to start our businesses, so that we can have the time of our lives, that we can live our best lives now, so that we're not struggling to try to make ends meet, so that we can have free time to ourselves and free and time to spend with our families without having to think about vacation days, whether or not we have enough hours saved for a vacation day or not. That's why we build our business. So we don't want to neglect our families while building our business. So when we think about these Christmas traditions, you want to think about it from the family aspect. How would your family feel with you being present, right? With you actually being in the room and thinking about them during that time, not being in the room on your phone planning out your business day or calculating your the earnings for the year. Actually being present for your family during this time. Now, sometimes it can be tempting to indulge or overindulge in all of the festivities, because during the holidays, people like to do a little more drinking, a little more eating, and, it's a festive season and we get it. And sometimes, like I said, Thanksgiving, they just Halloween, sugar, Thanksgiving, just all this food, Christmas, oh, it's Christmas dinner, all these food things just piled up into the last 3 months of the year. And then it's winter time. So you may not be getting out and doing all the exercise that you like during this time because it's cold, depending on where you live. And so that's like a little crucial for those who are trying to be conscious about their health and their weight. So the last quarter of the year has so many different aspects or angles to it. As a business owner, as a mom, um, that we just have to be careful not to overindulge. We don't get during this time, we membership um, fitness gym memberships don't get used up as much. We're not going as often. Then we say yes because now the membership gym membership um, rises in January because we're gonna do it. This is our New Year resolution. We're gonna get it in. We're gonna do it for 2022, right? And so we make all of these plans and do all of these things, um, and which is another tradition, um, New Year resolutions. That's another tradition that a lot of people go into the new year with, establishing these goals. And one of the things we talk about is, how we go out of the year, how we end the year is how we begin the year. So if we end the year in upheaval and disarray and disorganized, then 2022 there's some likelihood that it will be disorganized and there will be some upheaval and disarray in 2022. So let's be mindful of our actions and how we do our traditions in the end of the year, as in terms of our eating and our drinking during these festive times. Hanukkah is another important holiday for those of the Jewish faith, right? Um, it consists of the same types of activities: family, big dinner, gift giving, just as Christmas. And when, like for us with COVID, not being able to get together for this holiday, some people will send their loved ones a dreidel and a holiday card. And for us who celebrate Christmas, we send Christmas cards and Christmas packages with gifts in them as well, um, just so that we can still be involved and still be um, enjoying one another during this holiday season. Like we said, we talked about Thanksgiving and how big that can be, and of course, just food, food, food. So your tradition, your Thanksgiving tradition, what is that? you know, we have so many. And even in 2022, we have Easter coming up. And Easter holiday traditions usually include an Easter egg hunt, baskets full of candy. Again, all this candy, and these kids are 10. Church services where you're dressed in your formal gear. Your Easter outfit, right? You don't just show up at Easter and just be like, oh, willy nilly. But mind you, again, around here, um, we do realize that Easter is not about Easter eggs and egg hunts and decorative pink, yellow, and pastel colored baskets, right? It's for us, again, Jesus is the reason for the season. So um for me, it's about Christ. So we don't get dressed up as often anymore. If we do, it'd be just because we want to be cute, and that's about it. But not necessarily because it's Easter, and it's not going to be as formal as what we grew up with. With the hard bottom shoes and the patent leather shoes and the matching patent leather bag. With the Easter bonnets and the you know big dresses, frilly dresses, and and the fold over socks with the lace on it. No, it's not like that in 2021. It's not going to be like that in 2022, which is going to be different because our children are going to be raised, are not going to have that same experience. So it's really interesting. And I love the fact that, um, we get to share in these holidays. And the most important element to any holiday is family. And what I do want to remind you as a business owner, these holidays, you want to take advantage of the holiday seasons. You don't need to just have a Black Friday sale on Black Friday. You can have another holiday sale. You don't have to just have a Christmas sale at Christmas. That's why they coined the term Christmas in July. You can have Christmas sale anytime you want to have a Christmas sale. You can just build out your business the way you want to build out your business, but think about it in advance as far as prepping, holiday prepping. You want to make sure that you are getting your plans together for the holiday, whether that be um, your email autoresponders, your landing pages, the products that you plan on selling, all of those pieces. Make sure that you're getting those pieces together so that you'll be able to promote your business and not wait till the last minute. We talk about content planning. You might want to start that in January for your whole year, or at least on a quarterly basis. Think about that. And as I said, when family cannot be with you for one reason or another, it is important that they aren't left out. Don't forget your family on Christmas or any other holiday, because those are the important times. And when we have those who have lost loved ones during the holiday season, it is even more crucial to reach out and make sure that they are felt, that they are not left out, and that they feel loved during this holiday season. So as we get ready to close and recognize that Christmas is only a few days away, I want to say Merry Christmas to you. Have the happiest time with your family. Enjoy yourself. If you're going to hang out, do a solo Christmas, that is fine. Get your good book, your hot chocolate, your tea or your coffee, a snack, and cross your legs under the blanket and just relax. So without further ado, I just want to say Merry Christmas and do enjoy. um, Check out Mompreneur HQ. We just going to have our regular posts in the queue. But if you need any assistance planning out your new year and your business, please reach out at www.themompreneurhq.com/clarity-call. And I will be glad to assist you, especially in starting the year off right. Until next time.